This video will guide you through the assembly process of the Austin. For this assembly, you will need the following tools: Phillips screwdriver, a set of wrenches, box cutter, wire cutter, electric drill, tire pressure gauge. Use the wire cutter to cut the straps on the box. Using a box cutter, cut the box along the indicated lines. To remove the bike out of the metal frame, first use the wire cutter to cut the straps securing the front wheel. Cut the wires holding the rear end of the bike. Before proceeding, it is advised to bring down the kickstand for your safety. Remove the plastic covers and set the parts for assembly aside. Cut the straps on the carrying case mount to retrieve the keys and the straps on the handlebars to release the brake lever. Remove the plastic cover on the handlebars. To make the bike lighter to carry, let's remove the secondary battery. Locate the battery under the mat. Unlock the battery with the key provided and carefully remove it. Proceed by detaching the two nuts on the fork. Use an electric drill if needed. Remove the axle and set it aside. Carefully remove the bike out of the metal frame. Inside the box, you should find the following: fender, front wheel, 2 chargers, carrying case, pedals, pedal cranks, mirrors, toolkit, U-lock, cell phone holder, rain poncho, bag of screws and mounts, bag of replacement bulbs, and repair kit. After removing the bike from the box, your bike should look close to the following. To install the front fender, use a Phillips screwdriver to detach the screws on the fork. Then carefully attach the fender into place as shown. Attach the screws back on the fork, and the fender should be secured tightly. To install the front wheel, remove the plastic placeholder to reveal the slot where the front wheel will attach. Slide the front wheel into this slot. There are 3 different spacers of different lengths required for this part of the assembly. Make sure you use the correct spacer for the following steps. Take the axle and slide it through the fork. Place the medium-sized spacer here. Align the front wheel with the spacer and axle and make sure the disc brake attaches onto the fork as shown. Slowly lower the fork. Take the smallest spacer and place it in between the disc brake and the front wheel. Slide the axle through the small spacer and front wheel. On the other side, insert the largest spacer. Make sure the axle goes all the way through the fork. Attach the nut provided and tighten it with a wrench. Let's now check the batteries. Lift the secondary battery into position. Plug the cord into the battery port and lock it in place. Lower the secondary battery in place and lock it with the key provided. Cover it with the floor mat. Using the key provided, open the seat compartment and lift the bike seat to reveal the battery. Plug the cord to the battery port. Turn on the breaker switch. To charge the battery, plug the charger to the port located in front of the seat and the other end into a 120 volt outlet. Pay attention to the indicator lights. Red means the battery is charging, green means it is fully charged. To start your e-bike, insert the key in the ignition and turn. Test the motor by slightly turning the handlebars to activate the throttle. The switches for the headlight, tail light, front and rear turn signals are located near the handlebars. Check to make sure the headlight and turn signals on the front are working. Make sure to check if the rear turn signals are working properly in addition to the brake lights. To install the carrying case, place it on the mounting rack. Open the case and remove the mat. Place the 4 screws and washers in the slots as shown. Attach the mounting plates from underneath and secure them with the nuts provided. To secure the carrying case, use a wrench to hold each nut in place and use an electric drill to tighten the screws. Replace the mat and close the lid. To install the mirrors, simply screw in the mirror to the appropriate side. Tighten the attached nut with a wrench. Do the same for the other side. The last piece you'll need to install are the pedals. This bike does not have similar pedals or pedal cranks. Check the markings on each pedal and crank to determine which side they should go on. For each crank, use a screwdriver to detach the cover. Attach the crank and use a drill to secure the bolt. Reattach the cover. Then attach the pedal and tighten it with a wrench. Repeat these steps on the opposite side. Note that the pedal cranks should be parallel and pointing in opposite directions. Attach the bolt, cover, and tighten the pedal with a wrench. Check to ensure that the chains properly spin when the pedals are rotated. Before you ride your bike, take 60 seconds to perform a quick check. Check the tread on the tires and use a tire pressure gauge to make sure your tires are at 40 psi. Check your brakes and brake lights by applying pressure on the brake levers. Check your headlight, tail light, and both front and rear turn signals. Look out for any loose nuts and bolts and tighten them. And lastly, check the battery charge by inspecting the battery indicator on the dashboard. Once you've finished performing the 60-second check, you're ready to go. Remember to always wear a helmet and observe the rules on the road. Be safe out there. If you experience any difficulties or have any questions, visit us at www.daymak.com.